Hello guys and welcome to a brand new episode of You've Got Issues. I'm your host Didi Sassy and this is the show where you send in your questions and with the help of my guests we give you tips and advice. Remember, we're not experts, but two heads are better than one, or in this case three. Today we're going to be talking about public opinion, and this is a big deal in Nigeria because we know there's a lot of trends, tweets that go viral, and then you have so much backlash or so many people giving their opinion on various things, and there's so many viewers that want to know how to handle this. So I have the perfect guest with me today to talk about this topic. I have ex-BBNaija housemate Cynthia Nwadiora, popularly known as Cee-C. She's a lawyer and she's a gorgeous actress. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Idia. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being here. I also have relationship blogger and PR girl, Damlola Amusa. Thank you for coming back on the show.
Thank you. It's nice seeing you again.
Likewise. Okay, guys. So, first of all, I want to ask you, how are things post BBNaija?
It's been amazing. I'm having difficulty with finding the right word to describe it, but then the love has been overwhelming, and now we're out. I'm trying to use all the opportunities that is out here to do something for myself. So yeah. Okay, great.
And how is relationship vlogging?
Very well, very well.
It's a thriving business because I know everybody has relationship issues at this point.
Yes, I know, right? And when you post something or you talk about something, like, oh, I make videos and talk about stuff, and when I talk about stuff, the same thing I said, two people can ask the same question. I'm like, yo, didn't you watch that video? Do I have to repeat myself? Then you have to type again. Actually, typing. I think I prefer talking and saying it one-on-one and all that.
Because I think people always think that their problem is specific or different from another person's own.
And it might just be the same thing. I mean, you might just hit the nail on the head, but then they want you to talk to them. Oh, I actually spoke with her.
Well, guys, it's time to talk public opinion. So it's time for our first question for the day. Let's hear it from the board.
Hello. I recently made my debut as the winner of a beauty pageant in my university. A lot of people criticized me as they felt I did not deserve to win. Now, they are watching my every move and are looking forward to my downfall. How do I deal with the situation?
Okay, so this girl just won a beauty pageant and she feels like there's a lot of people that want to see her fall. How do you handle that pressure and the backlash?
I think there's a prize that comes with success. And that prize is people will not always like you, people will not always support you. So forget about all of that. I mean, focus on something that is within your circle of control, which is yourself, being the best version of yourself. So just surround yourself with people who like you, people who want the best for you. Surround yourself with people who are accustomed to your success, and surround yourself with people that fulfill your cup until your cup runneth over. So just do all of that and forget about the naysayers and the negativity.
I agree.
I actually think confidence is number one, and you have to believe in yourself. Competitions that are online or TV or stuff like that, people would say, oh, you don't deserve to win, but then you won. So what's the next thing? The moment you start thinking of what people say or what people have said or what people are about to say, you're going to lose focus, and then they'll be like, oh, you have confidence issues, you have the problem, you are now the problem. So what, madam, you want this beauty queen thing, Abi? It's in school, wear your heels, wear the dress again, take a selfie and flip your hair. Babe, rock it. It's your time, your turn on, right? I think that's it.
You know what I think? I think a lot of times in life we focus on the wrong things.
Yeah.
So every time you go for a competition, for instance, most beautiful girl in Nigeria, Miss Nigeria, stuff like that, you went for the competition to achieve a goal. You didn't go, the competition is never the goal, right? It's a stepping stone. And I think, we come out of those things or we go into those things and we forget the points. The point is now using this platform to get where you want to go. So I think you now need to focus on your strategies or whatever it is. I think people will always have an opinion. People will always talk as if they are part of that competition. That girl is not even fine. Why do people like her? Or whatever it is. And I think you can't listen to all that because everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Am I allowed to say that on TV? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So I think it's about identifying what it is that you want to do as opposed to writing into the show and asking how you handle people. You handle people by ignoring them because you don't pay attention to stupid issues. But guys, it's time to take our second question for the day. Let's hear it from the board.
I found out that my really close friend went behind my back to sleep with the man I told her I was in love with. Now she's portraying me as a bad friend that does not want her relationship to progress. I'm so confused. Any advice?
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I think I should go first.
Exactly.
No, I'm not an expert actually. I just say my mind. Yeah,
But
like we're doing here.
You've handled enough questions to have an idea
Yeah.
on how to spearhead this. So
And
go for it.
if you know me, you know me. Like I hit the nail on the head, and I'm not going to say, oh, go apologize to anybody. Please, why are you still talking to them? These people broke your heart. They betrayed you, and anybody that would betray you would definitely kill you or do something drastic to you. So why do you care about what people would always talk? If you're good, you're bad, you're anyhow, they will talk about you. Worst way, good way. Yeah, you're too good, that something is wrong. If you do anything, they will still talk. So who cares? These guys broke your heart. They betrayed you. They did things that you wouldn't do to them. So why do you care? Please move on. See, there's a fine boy outside waiting for you. You don't understand?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
Okay.
a wow.
Yeah.
So I would say move on. Just
Yeah.
move on. Stay away from all that drama and negativity. Stay away from it. Just stay away from it. But before you move on, please just go on your knees and say, thank you, Lord. You don't know what he saved you from. So
I know.
say thank you to God. And do not think about revenge. Do not think about, trying to pay someone back. Because I believe that whatever you do to people must have been done to you. So just forget about all of that. Just move on. Move on.
I think it's so interesting, Sha.
I know, right?
When somebody tells me a story and they're like, oh, my close friend did this, or my best friend did that, that person was not your best friend.
Never.
They slept
Never.
with your
You should be
boyfriend.
happy you found that, you know.
Yeah, even lucky you found out, because those things go on for like 10 years, 15
Yeah,
years
it's
through
true,
other
that's
people.
true.
So you're lucky you found out.
found
Like
out,
people
yeah.
are really good at hiding relations, I mean, affairs, I mean, whatever. So I think, first of all, the person is not even your friend. And
Yeah.
you know, that kind of guy, you just want to stay away, because guys are so good at talking a good game, and they're very good at talking their way back into your life. It's the scariest thing. So I think she just needs to avoid them like a plague. And I think she shouldn't talk about it anymore, because when you talk about people, you're giving them free publicity. It's not that serious. Guys, we have to take a quick break now, but let us know if you have any questions by sending an email to ygi@myspice.tv. You can also let us know what you think by hashtagging YGI on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You've got issues with that after the break, so don't go anywhere. Hello guys, and welcome back to You've Got Issues. I'm still here talking about public opinion with Cee-C and Damilola Amusa. It's time to take our third question for the day, so let's hear it from the board.
I know I'm going to be famous one day. However, how do you deal with one-time glory? How does one continue to stay relevant in a society where new talents are being discovered every day? I see a lot of celebrities lose their relevancy. Any tips?
Okay, so how do you stay? Cee-C, tell us.
Everybody wants to be famous, and then we live in a society where people are admired for just being famous, and then everybody thinks that, oh yeah, when you're famous, when you're somebody, that means that brings value. But then the truth is, all of that would fade in time. So I think what you should do is to have that paradigm of service. I mean, think about how you can serve. So using what you have, who you are, the knowledge you have to serve. So whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, ex-beauty queen, ex-Big Brother housemate, whatever it is you are, just think about service. That's what you think about. Think about service, and think about also bringing significance to your service. That way you'd always be relevant. So yeah, that's it. That's my answer.
Okay, so think about what service and bringing significance to your service.
To your service.
I think my problem with the question is she feels, or he feels, I am going to be popular. I am going to, like, yo.
She said she knows.
She knows, like, she has gone to Babalawo, they've told her that, no, you'll be popular. No, for real. And she said, oh, one-time glory and all that. Everybody has that one-time glory. Is what happens next. Okay, Big Shaq, sorry, I'm not really supposed to mention it, but then he sang a song and that one blew. The next song was it. The next song was it all that. But Cardi B.
He sang a song after that one.
Yes, the move. I don't know. I don't know, but that's the song. But Cardi B had a one-off. We always just had that one-off. You just had that breaking point, and
you know I like it like.
And that's like my favorite song at the moment. You know, she sang Budakello and now she has a lot. She even has an album and all that. So we always have that one. There's nothing like one glory except, oh, you don't know what to do with it, or you don't have the right management, or you don't even have the talent. You just probably twerked and oh, that fine girl, okay, and that's it. Do you understand? So everybody has that one thing. So if it comes, how do you keep it? That's why some musicians in Nigeria are losing relevance. I'm not shading anybody, but then some people are losing relevance because they can't keep it. There's no talent, there's no anything. They just did it and oh, jackpot, and they got it, and there's no one to back them up. I think that's it. So consistency and all that. So a one-off is a starting point actually. Yeah.
I think before you do anything, like I always say, you have to have like a heart to it. So a passion for something. And obviously, because that will allow you to continue no matter what happens. Yeah. You have to have a passion for something, and everything else is a stepping stone to that one goal. And then I think everything should be a strategy. So you can't just say, oh, I'm going to go for this thing in 2 days' time, or there has to be a reason you're going for everything, doing anything that you're doing, being in any movie, whatever it is, like there has to be a point behind it. So the passion, the strategy, and I also think consistency. So there's this 10,000 hour rule I always talk about. If you're passionate about anything and you're not practicing, or you're not, constantly finding ways to improve yourself, sharpening your axe, you're not going to do well. Or you'll do well for a while. So I think that 10,000 hour rule, very, very important, guys. Guys, we have to take a quick break now. We're running out of time, but you've got issues. We'll be back after the break. Let us know what you think by hashtagging YGI on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't go anywhere. Hello guys, and welcome back to You've Got Issues. I'm having an amazing episode here, and I'm still with Cee-C and Damilola Amusa, and we're talking about public opinion. It's time to take our fourth question for the day.
I have a crazy girlfriend. She's aggressive and insults me every time she gets the chance to. The one that struck me was when I went out with my boys and there were other women around. She came into the setting, poured my drink on me, and then slapped the girl that was sitting next to me. I love this woman, but I'm fed up. What can I do?
So we've gotten a question in today with somebody asking, how to handle somebody that he really loves that has come and smacked someone. He's out with, or no, he's out with his friends and then she's come to smack someone. So what should he do?
Okay, for me, in every lady we have this craze.
Disagree.
Yeah, we all have that point that someone will trigger, and then this guy might have cheated before, and she's really insecure, and he has made her nuts. He has made her leave her senses. At this point, she's now, he must not cheat on me again, must not with any girl. So there are two sides to the story. The story is actually not complete because the guy might have done something. I remember a relationship I was in, and the guy cheated, and the next relationship I carried the mentality that every guy cheats. This one wasn't cheating, but then I was just stressing his life that you are cheating on me. Do you understand? So it's a two-way story for me.
Yeah, I think drama is allowed in relationships, but then there should be a limit. There should be that thing which you shouldn't do regardless. So I think the whole of pouring water or drink, or whatever you poured on the guy and then slapping the guy, that's violence, and you shouldn't do all of that. So it's a no, do not do that. But then the guy saying he loves this girl, I feel like love is a decision. It's a verb. It's not the feeling. So if you really, really love this girl, then you have to decide that you have to be with this girl regardless. So you being with, I'm not saying that you should just accept her the way she is. No. Have conversations about it. See if you can fix it, something you can fix. And make sure on your own part, you're not doing one or two things that is, triggering or causing, bringing all of that. So just do all of that. I'm sure you'll find a way to work it out.
I think on the relationship episodes of this show, we always talk about how the most important thing is understanding your partner. So if for instance, that somebody doesn't like, lying, and you lie a lot. If you really love the person, you won't continue doing something that you know they don't like. So I think obviously for her to flare up like that, it's either something has happened that he doesn't know she knows, or it's either she's warned him about something and he's doing it again. So I think we're hearing one side of the issue, whatever. And of course I think that everybody has a bit of crazy in them, both guys and girls. So the way guys do things is they'll do a lot of things and pick at you. And then later they'll say, oh, she's doing this, or she's
a mad one.
I've never seen a woman nag because she's crazy. There's always something you're doing and you keep doing, and she has warned you and talked to you about, and you keep doing it over and over again. I mean, I'm not even well, I seem like a talker, I know, but I'm not really a talker like that in relationships. And I feel like you have some guys say she's doing this, or I'm like, because you keep making the same mistakes over and over. If you really love this girl, communicate with her and definitely give her another chance, because sometimes you overreact when you really care about somebody, and you find them in a situation and we don't know what he did that made her actually react that way. So I think you should have a conversation with her and definitely make the relationship work.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for this episode. It has been very informative to public opinions and I guess relationships. We delve into that. So you guys back home, thank you for watching. You are the real stars. You've Got Issues will be here same time and same place next week, so you better tune in.